Hello and welcome back to episode 15 of Take to the Skies, St Albans FC. We're back with the games against Tunbridge Angels and Oxford City. Since you were last with us, we have continued to do well. We're still unbeaten and we are still top of the league. So since the last time you were with us, we beat Folkestone 5-2 in an absolute thrashing. We then had a 2-2 draw against Wealdstone, which, considering they were one of the teams chasing us, good result. We kept them the same distance behind us. We then had a 1-1 draw with Bath in a game we dominated. We then beat Dartford 2-0, quite comfortable. We then beat Hampton and Richmond 2-1 in another comfortable game that looked more difficult than it actually was. We then had a 2-1 win against Farnborough before a 2-2 draw with Havant and Waterlooville, which was very frustrating because we were 2-0 up in the 86th minute and we managed to draw it. However, we are still 9 points clear at the top of the table, away from Dover and even further ahead of Wealdstone. I think we should be okay to go on and win the title with that gap, but today is going to be an important day in that because we're playing a team 23rd and 17th, 2 games we should be winning. Let's see if we can get the first half of that done. Just before we do, please do subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Hit like as well on the videos, lets me know that I'm doing something right. And do check out the other series on my channel, Unknown to World Known. That one's been going a lot longer. There's about 132 episodes in that now. This one's a bit of a new series, as you can tell, episode 15. Let's get into the game. So the lineup for the first game of the episode, we've got Parks in goal, Harper, Mensah, Koloshi, Longello as the back four, Wiltshire, Wise, Wilds and Thomas across the middle, and then Jeffers and Rush up front together. Let's tell them to keep up our good form, show them why we're the 4th best team on form in the league at the moment. That's a good start. Thomas is coming off injured and we've not really got anyone to bring on for him. Wiltshire could go to the left, but then we've not really got anyone that can play on the right either. So I think what we're going to have to do is actually send Comley on. I have to do a weird formation here, I think. It's not ideal, but I'm not really sure what else we do in this position. We'll play like that for now, I guess, and see how we get on. Because we're also without Kai Sanders at the moment. He got injured He got injured 2 games ago, I think it was. Twisted ankle. He should be back towards the last few games of the season. So I don't think we'll be too bad off unless Thomas is out for a while. That could cause us a bit more of an issue as Wise gets a cross in, finds Rush, who hits the bar and nearly gets another goal. I think he's nearly at 50 now for the season in all competitions. Not exactly sure how many he was on. Longello throws it into Rush. He ends up getting taken down by Jessup, but Temelechi had space, but the ball gets cleared up. Koloshi clears out to the right-hand side. Harper plays it to Wilds, forward to Jeffers, back to Wilds, who goes over the top towards Wiltshire. He's able to get control of it, turns around, plays it to Wise, who tries to get the cross in, bounces to Wiltshire. Harper crosses it this time. Rush is there, and Rush doesn't quite manage to get it on target himself either. But a bright start for St Albans here today, despite the injury to Thomas. And at half-time, we've had the better of the game, which is very good considering the formation we're currently playing. Due to that injury, it might even be a case of we need to try and bring someone in on free transfers last second to try and get us through to the end of the season. Rush gives the ball away cheaply, and then Koloski has missed a header. Horsewood is in on goal, plays it to Wood, who shoots from range and clatters the bar, and we get away with one a little bit there. Parks clears the ball upfield. Longello plays it back to Koloski. It's back to Parks, who's able to look for a man once again. He sends it out to the left where there's nobody. Have you not realised Thomas is off the pitch, Parks? And Parks has nearly conceded as a result. But Mensah brings the ball away. And that was very sloppy from Parks there. And nearly costs us dearly. Let's have a little look. Oh, never mind. Wilds with a free kick in towards Wise, who heads just over the bar. Can we see how Dover are getting on? Dover are currently losing to Kingstonian. So as it stands, it's not ideal, but it's not a horrendous result for us. We're going to send Scott on for Jeffers, who's not really got into this game at the moment. Harper throws it in. Jeffers sends it back to him. Harper sends it in, and Rush gets this header, but again, he can't get it on target. And that has been our biggest crutch in this game so far. Parks now looking for Rush. Redgrave loses the ball to Wise. Wilds then plays it to Melechi. Wise up to Scott, who loses the ball, and Adu clears it upfield. Parks easily going to deal with that. He sends it forward. Rush heads down to Scott, but Fox is there first. Back to Gardner. He goes long, but Mensah heads down to Wise. Wise out to Harper. Ball in behind towards Scott. He's got Rush in the middle with him. He went for goal, hit the post, and Rush has scored the rebound, putting that one in the back of the net to make it 1-0. And we're going to drop down to positive in just a moment, to balance Stephen. And Scott here gets very tight angle. It's definitely going for goal. But luckily for us, it just bounces nicely to Rush to tap it in to an empty net. And now we're going to send Comley on in midfield and just go narrow for the last few minutes. He can sit in here as a box-to-box. And we're going to make our attacking a bit narrower. And this should be enough to see out the game. Kingstonian now 2-0 up against Dover, which is a big moment in the title race. We come out on top. 1-0 winners. Kingstonian have downed Dover Athletic, which means our 12-point lead is restored at the top of the lead. We previously, in fact, it was 11 points before we had that draw with Havant and Waterlooville. We're back up past that to a 12-point lead. And we've not got long left to go. Let's go and see if we can finish the job of today in the next game against Oxford. And we're back now for the game against Oxford City. We've got Parks, Harper, Mensah, Koloski and Longello as the back four. Napa comes back on the right wing. Wilds and Wise in midfield. Myring on the left wing. And then Rush and Scott up front. We have got a new left winger in Walker. He's going to be coming in to try and make a difference for us going into the last few games of the season. And hopefully we've got enough about us to just hold on to the lead that we've got here. And today we're the only team playing. Did see that Dover won their game on the Saturday. We're playing on the Sunday, so they've reduced the gap down to 9 points as it stands. We've got a chance here to get back up to that 12-point mark, which would be absolutely fantastic. And all being well, we may be coming back a bit earlier than planned because we might be having a title win. Rush is through here. Rush makes it 1-0 early on. And as you can see down here, I finally remembered to put the new badge on because I've been using the old one for the first 14 episodes, 14 and a half episodes, because somehow I hadn't realised until Ash Ashman. You should check him out as well. Did some videos with him here. He pointed it out to me, and I felt very silly for not having realised. This one looks a little bit dodgy. I need to fix that. But the main one's there, so we're getting there. Longello throws the ball into my ring. He plays it back to Wilds and back to Longello, who's now going to attack a little bit. Plays the ball forward towards Rush. It's headed away, but Wilds picks it up. Plays the ball through for Scott, who's hit the post, and he was offside anyway. But a very nice pass from Wilds. A great spot. Koloshi gets us back underway to Longello. He plays it to Myring, who goes inside, finds Scott. Rush with the shot, and Rush makes it 2-0. That is 50 for the season for Matthew Rush. Absolutely unreal scoring record he's got. And we're definitely going to be trying to get him on loan again for next season. And hopefully they'll allow him to come back to us. Because more so him than Scott. Scott would be nice as well, but far more so Rush, a proven goal scorer. And if we're going to stay up next year, we're going to need goals being scored. So he's hopefully going to be the solution to that. It'll be a big miss if we don't have him in there. Harper going long down the wing, finds Scott. And Scott telling me to shut up because he's got a goal now as well. It's only 14 for the season for him, so it's been a quieter year for him. Although, I do wonder how many assists he's got going towards Rush's goals. But fantastic ball from Harper there. And Scott absolutely blasting it into that top corner. And that is 3-0. We're going to praise them a little bit. They deserve it at this point. We're going to drop the tempo and just try and see this game out now. It's 3-0. It's a free kick for Oxford. Played short to Roberts, who shoots from range, and it's over the bar. And we're going to make a change here, which is going to bring in Napa off for Wiltshire. He's the first one who's looking a bit tired, so we're going to get him off straight away. And now we've got a throw in for Oxford. It's thrown into Bradbury. He goes back to Wilby, who goes back again to Jones. He tries the ball over the top, finds Bradbury, who is offside, but a fantastic save from Parks there nevertheless, making sure that they can't get that goal there. And we're going to bring Wise off for David Noble. First appearance for him for a while. Of course, 40 years old now. In his final season. We want to just give him the few minutes before he retires. Let him enjoy being part of the team that gets promoted as champions. Ashby now with space on the right. Gets the cross in. Bradbury somehow heads down for Roberts, who gets one back. A little bit of a warning sign. We're going to tell them to focus because we have let silly things like that happen before. Edmondson with the long throw. And Mensah has messed that up and let Roberts get in there. Alexander now on the ball. He goes for a long ball over top. Finds Roberts. Mensah has given a penalty away. And now the focus shout comes in. Great. And it's 3-2. And on top of that, I put my timer on my light again. So that went off as well. We've got a few minutes to hold on now. In these dying moments, we're going to drop Scott out for Kozak to sit in the defence for the last few minutes through injury time. We've got 5 added minutes. And I don't like this time of a throw-in. Ball comes in, Mensah heads away. Wiltshire is able to collect that and clears it upfield towards Rush, who's going to beat Butchie to it. Rush with a great chance. Doesn't manage to finish it, although the ball is now far up their end of the pitch. We've got an option to play it short here with Noble. He's going to waste a bit of time and crosses it into the box. Rush heads, and it's a fantastic save from the keeper. And now we just need that final whistle, please, referee. Ball comes forward. Mensah misses header, but it's headed down to Smart. Ball goes towards Roberts, but headed away by Mensah. Wild's now on the ball. Back to Mensah. To Harper. Back to Mensah. To Wiltshire. And that is full time. We risk bottling it, but we haven't done so. We've got a 3-2 win there. And a very nice result that sees us go back 12 points top of the table with 6 games to go. Let's have a look at where we're coming back. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back when we are about to clinch the title. So in theory, it could be against Dover. In fact, 12-point lead with 4 games to go. We could clinch it at our ground against Dover. That could be a big one. We've got 4 home games in the last 6 of the season. That's unusual. So hopefully we win our next 2 and we come back for the Dover game to see us lift the title. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like, comment what game you think we're going to clinch the title in, and subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching.